Good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Victor Moyakane and our sign language interpreter this afternoon is Wilson Mushora. In our news, Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua now says that all political leaders and civil servants must be subjected to a lifestyle audit if the war on corruption must be won. Mutua insists that it is imperative for persons holding public offices to declare what they own and how they acquired their wealth, even as he maintained that honest leaders ought not to be afraid of this course of action.
At a time the country is grappling with runaway corruption, especially in public service.
In this information, it contains details of their wealth.
Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua says a thorough probe into the way of living of all state officers should not be optional.
In actual fact, if truth be told, the challenge we face on many areas, from terrorism to dilapidated roads to lack of medicine, because government officials are busy cutting deals, inflating prices, taking bribes, grabbing public land, and also conniving on how to undercut each other because of money.
According to Mutua, who surrendered his information on wealth to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in 2015, this endeavor remains paramount in re-establishing accountability on the part of persons holding public offices.
I also call upon other leaders in this country, members of parliament, senators, other governors, cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, CEOs of parastatals, to follow suit what we've done, to actually also themselves voluntarily come and say, audit me, niangalie hii mali niko nayo ni yangu. Then that way we lead from the front, and then our officers will find out that, transparency and accountability are important.
At the time, EACC Chief Executive Alake Wako said the anti-graft agency was pushing for voluntary compliance with this requirement, even though he maintained that the EACC will go an extra mile to probe all civil servants and political leaders.
I want to underscore one point, that you have voluntarily submitted your information, you and your team, but we might also go beyond what you gave us.
Eric Biegon reporting for Channel 1 News.
Tension is high in Busia along the shores of Lake Victoria following the detention of 2 police officers and over 50 fishermen by Ugandan authorities. The officers and the fishermen were detained by the Ugandan police for allegedly trespassing on Ugandan waters. According to Omena Beach chairperson Felix Stephen, 20 boats from Samia Beach are also being held in Uganda. First Lady Margaret Kenyatta has underlined the importance of good health, saying it remains integral in efforts aimed at harnessing Kenya's demographic dividend and maximizing human capital investment. Speaking in the United States during the Harvard University Annual Leadership Forum for Education and Health Ministers, the First Lady said that good health was critical in improving productivity of the workforce, particularly for women and the youth.
Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Thank you.
The First Lady was speaking when she addressed the Harvard University Annual Leadership Forum for Education and Health Ministers in the U.S., where she shared her experience with the Beyond Zero campaign under the theme Catalyzing Demographic Dividend, Enabling Women and Youth. The First Lady emphasizing that it was essential to improve child survival by focusing on prevention of infectious diseases, boosting immunization, improving nutrition, and strengthening interventions for the first 1,000 days. She disclosed that it was the quest to eliminate maternal and neonatal mortality and HIV infections among women and newborns that drove her to launch the Beyond Zero campaign. The principal idea of Beyond Zero, she said, was to spur a movement across the country about access to quality healthcare, an issue that weighed heavily on the minds of many Kenyans. The forum was attended by health and education ministers from 15 African countries, where she assured that the Beyond Zero initiative will continuously galvanize high-level leadership, catalyze action, build partnership, and mobilize resources towards reducing maternal and child deaths in Kenya. Reporting for Lunchtime News, I'm Kaltun Jama.
Now, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, that is KOTU, has vowed to move to court to challenge a decision not to appoint Damaris Mwika to the NSSF Board of Trustees. The Workers' Union is accusing the Labour CS Ukuriatani of failing to gazette her name as a member of the Board of Trustees, of course, dealing a blow to workers whom they say, rather, are now underrepresented in the board.
6 days after President Uhuru Kenyatta effected 106 appointments to various state corporations, the Central Organization of Trade Union has poked holes into the list of members gazetted to serve as Board of Trustees at the National Social Security Fund. The Workers' Union is accusing Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukuriatani of deliberately removing the name of Damaris Mwika from the list of gazetted members, dealing a blow to workers who only have one representative at the board.
And the act is very clear. We are supposed to have two representatives, Francis Atwoli and Damaris Mwika. Up to now, she has not been gazetted. And that is why we are raising serious concern. And we are telling the CS that please, CS, please, initiate dialogue with the social partners.
According to the Labour Act, the National Social Security Fund, NHF Board of Trustees should have 9 members. 3 independent members appointed by the government, 1 from Treasury, 1 from Ministry of Labour, 2 representatives from the Workers' Union, that is KOTU Kenya, and 2 from FKE. KOTU has further taken issue with a decision by the Ministry of Labour to exclude workers from the government bodies such as NHIF and NSSF through an amendment to the Labour Act.
At whatever cost, we are not going to accept our exclusion from representation of these bodies. Where on earth have we ever had such substantive kind of amendments being made, and they are sneaked in miscellaneous amendment?
Should the amendment go through, then it will leave workers and employers with no representation at the NHIF and NSSF boards. The bill will also see Labour Cabinet Secretary have the power to appoint 5 members to the board without consulting anyone.
They are very specific that Atwoli and Jacqueline Mugo must go. And now, if they go, and we are being told, the minister will appoint 5 representatives. And that is where now, and there is no mention of workers at all.
KOTU now wants Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukuriatani to convene a meeting with stakeholders to chart the way forward.
Well, KOTU says it will head to the corridors of justice to fight for the rights of workers. Should Parliament go ahead and amend the Labour Act, and should Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukuriatani fail to gazette the name of Damaris as a trustee at the NHIF board. Brenda Zeda Radido, Channel 1 News, Nairobi.
Thank you, Brenda. Contractors in Kiambu County have been put on notice of alleged lethargy in completion of works. The area governor Ferdinand Waititu has warned contractors who fail to meet deadlines and are undertaking substandard works their contracts will be terminated.
Kiambu County Governor Ferdinand Waititu, who was at Larry Level 4 Hospital to donate an ambulance, warned the contractor working on a hospital block in the area that his days were numbered.
Hii contract imekuwa ikienda polepole for the last 3 years. Mimi vile nilikuja 8 months ago, nilianza kulipa yeye, na mimi nimestuka sana kuona bado naenda polepole sana.
Waititu took issue with the slow pace in completing the works, which began 3 years ago, whose completion would increase the hospital's bed capacity by 150.
Hatutaki tena kuona mtu contractor tunamlipa, alafu yeye anaenda kufanya biashara zingine na pesa, anakaa miaka yote hapo akifanya revaluation nini ati nini. Sisi hatutaki story.
The block, which is worth 300 million shillings, will have a pediatric ward, general theatre, as well as male and female surgical wards. The governor directed the contractor to complete the works by December, failure to which the county government will terminate the contract.
Learning at the Maasai Girls High School in Narok County has been suspended in the latest of controversies facing institutions of learning. The school was closed after about 700 students stormed out of the institution alleging alleged sexual harassment by some of the male teachers.
Dust has barely settled of rape allegations in one of the country's top girls' high school, Moi Girls, amid calls to the Ministry of Education to conduct a thorough security audit of all girls' schools across the country. The country Tuesday waking up to yet similar claims at Masai Girls High School in Narok, with students storming out of the school in the wee hours of the morning, accusing one of their teachers of constantly harassing their colleagues sexually, with no action being taken against him despite the matter being reported to the school's administration.
Watoto walipotoka usiku, usalama yao imekuwa mbaya zaidi, na watoto tulitoa katika mkuru ya Lenana na zingine siko mstoni. Na watoto alitembea mkuu mpaka karibu Rotian kule village kwenda mkuu, na usalama hii watoto iko wapi?
Concerned parents early morning arrived at the school to trace the whereabouts of their children, a section alleging that a similar matter involving a teacher employed by the board had been reported, with the matter still in court.
Tunasikia kuna kesi kotini. Kwa nini bado wako shule? Unajua hata mnampea nguvu kuwa wako shule na bado makosa inaonekana.
We have decided to close this school. Yesterday, we had a team of quality assurance and standard officers. We are investigating a teacher who was trying to force a girl to love him or to have sexual intercourse with him.
The school's administration says investigations into the allegations are underway to unearth the truth, even as they reassured stakeholders that they would address the security and safety of learners.
First of all, with the security, we told them, we woke up all the teachers, almost all the teachers. We went through the classrooms. We recorded the names of the girls who are present. We are trying to look for them. We don't know whether they have reached home. Some parents are also calling that their daughters have reached home.
Rose Gukofo, Channel 1, Lunchtime News.
In other news, police in Nyeri are holding 4 suspects in connection with theft of livestock within Narumoro area. 4 cows are believed to have been stolen and were recovered from the suspects. The suspects had herded the cows into public service vans and disguised them as cargo en route to Nairobi when they were intercepted at Chaka Trading Center in the wee hours of yesterday morning following a tip-off from members of the public.
Hapa Chaka tumesumbuliwa sana na wezi wa ng'ombe kwa muda mrefu, miaka 2-3, lakini usiku wa leo tulifanikiwa kukamata 4. Walikuwa wameiba pande hii ya Narumoro ng'ombe, magari 2 kafuatana, tukapigiwa masimu, tukaamuka usiku tukasigira hii magari moja ndio hii iko hapa, kapigwa na wananchi na tukabidiwa kukamata 4.
Mimi nimeimbiwa busi 6 usiku ya kuamkia jana, wote nikapata asubuhi wameenda, mboma imebaki bule.
Sasa tuko kwa nyumba tulisikia tu risasi, kuamkia tukakuja hapa tukapata ni polisi wanapiga gari risasi hapa. Kukuja tukapata gari ilikuwa imeiba ng'ombe huko na Rumoro. Sasa wananchi walikuwa wamekasilika, wakaanza kupiga gari mafimbo, kavujo, mavio.
Kama saa 10 bado ka 10 tulipata ripoti kutoka kwa wananchi kwamba kuna ng'ombe ziliibiwa. Ndipo hapo sasa tukaenda kuweka roadblock na tukafaulu, tukapata ng'ombe 4 na washukiwa 4 walikuwa na wanasafirisha hizo ng'ombe. Tunafanya uchunguzi ili tujue hasa kama hawa ndio wanahusika ama kuna kundi lingine, lakini tunahakikishia wananchi ya kwamba tutajaribu kuhakikisha kwamba hii wizi imekoma.
Now, 3 people have been arrested in Limuru on suspicion of impersonating officers from a water company. The trio are alleged to have been nabbed as they were trying to extort money from community water project officials. They wanted the project officials to part with millions of shillings as bribes to assist them evade taxes.
Canned corn gone bad. The suspects are alleged to have formed a pattern of ripping off unsuspecting members within water self-help groups with a promise of their taxes. As fate would have it, they plan to fleece the recently formed water company. Following the merger, several water companies flopped, landing them in police custody.
Watu watatu wamekuja wakijifanya ni officers wa KRA. Walikuwa nataka pesa ya KRA. Anasema hatujalipa pesa ya KRA. Na hii ni maji ya community. Hii maji ya community hakuna kitu tunalipa kwa sababu hii ni ya kusaidia wananchi.
The trio, namely Moses Chenga, Luke Kimutai and Irene Nyambura, were arrested after they failed to produce identification cards. They were taken to Tigoni Police Station. Limuru OCPD Eunice Gidure confirmed the suspects will be arraigned in court on charges of impersonation.
Arrested 3 people, one lady and 2 men who were impersonating as KRA officials, and they had gone to solicit some money from Kamiri the water project, which is a community water project, but the officers moved in fast and they were arrested. We have them in custody, and they will be taken to court after we are through with the investigations.
Police are investigating an incident in which a school director at an institution in Kitengela is alleged to have assaulted a parent over the weekend. The parent claims that she was assaulted by the school's manager after she sought to withdraw her child from the institution. John Kahora, the manager of Kitengela Girls High School, who is alleged to have assaulted her, has denied the claims, giving a different account altogether of what transpired. Take a look. Police in Kitengela are investigating an incident in which a woman was allegedly assaulted by the director of her daughter's school following an argument. Winnie Njoki Gitau is said to have gone to the institution after she was summoned regarding a case of indiscipline by her daughter, and she alleges that the school director refused to release her daughter, sparking an argument. It is then that Njoki says that the director pounced on her with kicks and blows. When reached for comment, the director, John Kahara, had a different account of what transpired.
Nikawauliza msichana ako wapi? Wakaniambia Mr. Director akaniambia we have to talk fast. Nikamwambia hapana, hatuwezi ongea kama madam, we have to talk fast. Nikamwambia sasa mimi mkae mkijua sitaongea kama sijaona mtoto. Nikajishika kwa kichwa nikauliza mtoto ako hai ama amekufa? Mimi nisikia tu Mr. Director, you brother fucking, hautanifundisha kazi, unaniuliza kama mtoto ako hai ama amekufa. Hautanifundisha kazi mimi, get out of my office.
And when she came, she refused to write at the gate as a visitor. In fact, the guard had to write from 2 parents. And she entered. She started shouting here and shouting, creating a scene. Immediately she entered my office, she said, I want my daughter, dead or alive, dead or alive. And she started banging the table. And she started sweating and she removed her sweater. And we want to explain. She couldn't hear, she was uncontrollable. She was screaming and
akaniambia, madam, you get it rough. Hautanifundisha kazi, mimi si jibi yangu na wa mama. Nikaenda mpaka kwa gate, nikaambia huyo soja nini baya na huyo director wenu. Kuangalia hivi nikaona mtoto anakuja kama na staga na ameshikiliwa na mwingine.
She actually said she would create a scene and post it on the internet. As she was walking around here, she actually said she would create a scene. Yeah. As she moved to the gate, she said she was going to create a scene and post it on the internet. The drunken sister who had posed to come as a guardian of our dream from 3 students was also shouting, can you pose very well and take the pictures? And she went to the gate. And from the gate she started screaming to the outside people because there is a street outside there. Wameua mtoto wangu, kujeni, wameua mtoto yangu, wanataka kunichapa, wananichapa, wameua mtoto yangu, wameua.
Nikaambia soja tu mimi nifungulie tu gate nitoke na mtoto wangu. Niliwapatia mtoto, mmenirudishia vunjika. Director mimi sijui nani alinivuta. Nilisikia tu mwanaume amenivuta. Naona tu longi na viatu, amenivuta kwa jumper, amenisikanisha na nywele hivi na hoodie, akaniangalisha juu. Sasa juu alikuwa ananinyonga na hiyo sweater nilikuwa nimevaa, nikageuka. Kugeuka nikaona ni yeye. Akaanza kunipatia blow za uso, akaniambia wacha let me teach you a lesson young woman. Mimi si jibi yangu na wamama, unasikia? Nikamuuliza mimi unanichapa, mimi ni bibi yako, unanichapa. Sasa hapo ndio nikapiga nduru.
She was trying because She had closed the gate. She was trying to I mean, she was trying she was closing and opening the gate, the smaller gate that is. And according to the security guard, akifuruta mlango namna hii, akajigonga kwa uso na hiyo chuma ya mlango with the gate. Akajigonga kwa chuma, akifuruta mlango. So we went to the police and we entered an OB and she went, I don't know, she was saying we have assaulted her.
The girl at the center of the controversy is reported to have revealed her discomfort with the conditions at the school, seeking to be withdrawn from the school, which is said to have been the basis of the confrontation.
Wakaanza kunithreaten, ni kuamua kutoka kurudishwa, nilichapwa slaps, I think slaps kwa kichwa, alafu after then sikumbuki anything else kutoka hapo. Nilijipata jana kwa nyumba. Kulikuwa na discrimination, ukienda kusema unathreateniwa, unachapwa. Ukigonjeka wanakuambia it's either you are hysterical, you have spiritual issues, ama unajifanya.
Senior officers at the Kitengela police station have confirmed that the school teacher is helping the police with investigations into the weekend incident. The management of the Loitoktok Water and Sanitation Company has ordered an external audit and project assessment in the wake of alleged embezzlement of 60 million shillings. The company has been embroiled in a financial row that has seen workers down their tools. Kajiado Governor Joseph Olelenku had threatened to disconnect water, arguing that the company was supplying water to Makueni and Machakos counties when most residents of Kajiado do not have piped water.
And there is nothing we have got, there is no deal, and to us, we don't want to go to work because we are empty stomach. That is how it's going to be, and the staffs that are here, they know what is going on, and we are saying, all of us, there is no work.
Actually, to address the current allegations that are put against this institution, that they are false, malicious, and unfounded. I want to categorically say it is malicious and very, very unfounded for. Inherited bills and bills of arrears. Processes are in place. A CDA has been signed between the union staff on the arrears that stay behind, back to 2013, 2014. This has been put in place.
Leaders in Samburu County are warning that the family unit is under threat owing to increasing cases of insecurity in the region. The leaders say that the majority of the men have been killed in banditry attacks, leading to an increase in the number of widows who can barely afford to feed or rather fend for their families. And they're now calling on the government to beef up security and tame runaway cases of banditry.
As the globe prepares to mark International Widows' Day later this month in Samburu County, the rising number of widows is a cause of worry. The number of widows and orphans in the county is alleged to be on the rise, attributed to perennial conflicts and banditry in the area. Urging locals to stop stigmatizing and abusing widows, area locals are concerned that the number may further escalate if perennial attacks and banditry remains untamed.
Wakaaji hapa Baragoi, naomba tuwe na amani kwa vile bila kama tuna amani hakuna maendeleo yote tunaweza kufanya. Tunaona vile watoto wetu sasa vile wanasoma tukiwa na amani.
Sisi tunasanyana hapa kwa sababu ya amani. Nataka amani sana. Mungu nasaidia sisi. Maneno ya amani. Hata kama samani iko maneno mbaya amewacha hiyo.
Tunaomba watu waombe tukue na amani. Amani yetu ya Samburu ndo darudi. Tafadhalini serikali na Samburu sisi kabila iko hapa yote tumebata shida.
Speaking at a peace seminar at Baragoi town in Samburu North, the leaders called for tolerance as long-term measures are put in place to ensure a conducive environment for development.
Hata sisi mashinani hapa Baragoi tujaribu kupatiana mkono. Tupatiana mkono ya urafiki, tupatiana mkono ya upendo, tupatiana mkono ya msamaha. Tungependa kuomba wakaaji wetu wote wa Samburu kwa jumla, kwa Turkana hapa Samburu North na Samburu, tujue kuwa maisha ni jambo la muhimu sana.
Hatuna watoto, maisha yote, hatuna wazee, sisi ni yatima. Hata watoto wetu habana soma shule. Hiyo kitu kina mama ameharibu. Kina mama yote saa hii, hata ile iko mimba natoka kusikia bunduki mabati kupiga juu ya mabati.
The widows left behind after their spouse's death are calling on the government and non-governmental agencies to come to their aid and assist them to fend for their families.
So tumeamua kama wakina mama hapa wa Katoliki hapa wa Baragoi hapa, tushikane, tusaidiane, tuwe watu ambao wanapenda amani, tunapenda Mungu na kusameana.
Linus Moshigari for Channel 1 News.
President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un have both become the very first sitting leaders from their respective countries to meet in an unprecedented development after a year of exchanging threats. The pair shook hands at a luxury hotel in Singapore's Sentosa Island before proceeding for talks. At the end of the summit, the leaders signed a comprehensive document promising a new relationship between the nations.
At a remarkable signing ceremony, the two leaders who had been discussing diffusing tensions and nuclear disarmament gave brief comments but failed to specify what the document contained. Trump, however, was optimistic that the outcome of the summit will be impressive and more details will be provided later. Sentiments echoed by Kim Jong-un, who indicated he was willing to put the past behind and that the world will see more changes. The US wants North Korea to get rid of its nuclear weapons in an irreversible manner that can be verified by the international community. The two leaders, accompanied only by interpreters, spoke for a little under 40 minutes and were later joined by small delegations of advisors. North Korea remains secretive, its weapons remain hidden, and its unelected leader has been accused of violating his people's human rights. Kim has yet to commit to demands to disarm. Ahead of the meeting, the US said it would only accept complete, verifiable and irreversible denuclearization but would offer unique security guarantees.